Martinez, your host of the High Tonight Show. Of course, as always, we have Darran Davis here. He's playing everyone in and out. Wicked badass guitar. I never noticed how blue that was. That's fucking beautiful, man.
Pretty blue.
Wow. All right, so we got a good show, guys. Good to see you. Let's just start from the top, shall we? My son has been making a lot of advances. He's been growing. He tried to kiss me this week. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. I picked him up. He saw me doing it with his mom. And, you know, he laid one on me. And I knew he was straight because he went right for my tits right after. And so I'm really proud of him for that. And yeah, I mean, it's really great. It was real sloppy, though. You know, the thing about my son is, like, it was a slobbery kiss. And, you know, he slurs his words. He can barely fucking walk. It's like being with a drunk person, you know. Everyone fucking knows this. That's exactly what babies are. And, I mean, yeah, man. He's really gropey. I don't know. If I don't have my shirt on, it'll really confuse him. And who knows what he'll grab next. I mean, he is a blonde-haired fucking tyrant, right? Speaking of which, we have Trump. Let's talk about the news. Trump pulled out of Syria, which is a weird name for a hooker, man. I mean, Stormy Daniels is one thing, but Syria is a whole nother name. I mean, I don't think he did that for Ivanka. And, yeah, I mean, I know Melania wished he had pulled out. They got a weird kid, man. But, yeah, he's also got the National Guard on Mexico, which is like calling mall cops with no guns on Mexicans. It's like, really, you know what are you going to do? You're not going to really do much with that there. You're just going to piss them off. And speaking of borders, public enemy number one, Jeff Sessions. He's his campaign against marijuana is doing so well in America. He went to another country to fuck it up. He's really great at his job, and he went to Canada. He's gonna try to talk with the only 5 Canadians that hate weed up there, and he's gonna try to get rid of it. They're campaigning against Trudeau, and they're trying to just do exactly what he's doing in America, and it really pisses me off. Like, what's your problem, man? You weird little fucking troll. Stay out of other countries. I hope they don't let him back in. I really... Such a little weirdo. We're going to talk more about him later, actually, with our first guest, Patrick Moore. He's going to be coming up here in a second. Patrick Moore is a weed activist. Make some fucking noise for him. He's we got the very funny Arthur Hamilton in the house, guys. He's comedian. We got Darran Davis in the house. And we got Jaylen Jamal in the fucking house. He's going to be rocking it out later on at the halftime show. So, what do you say? Episode 5, you guys want to get started? What do you say, huh? Let's go. Wanna make some fucking noise? Patrick Moore, ladies and gentlemen! Make some fucking noise for Patrick Moore! Thanks. Patrick Moore, you snuck up on me, Patrick. Guys, Patrick Moore. Alright, so... How would you describe yourself? You're a weed activist, right? That's fair to say?
Cannabis activist, a health freedom activist is the larger umbrella. A freedom activist, really, at the core. So yes.
A freedom activist, absolutely. Okay, I can see that. And right now, you're really caught up on everything. Tell us in plain English what happened in 2018 with cannabis in California. What's going on? Where do we stand right now?
They're doing a soft unroll of Prop 64, which is really the most unpopular, most uncomplicated, most really, in many definitions, the worst bill that's been passed in cannabis in the world today.
Okay.
They're doing a soft unroll because if they hit as hard in January, February, it would have been crazy. But yeah, we're trying to stop it. There are several attempts within groups to, including the United States Cannabis Coalition, to challenge much of what's in 64 in court. So we hope to pull it back a little bit. But yeah, it's a crazy time. I'm embarrassed. I'm horrified. I'm sorry. And we will do our best.
It's crazy, but it's legal, right?
Kind of legal. It's kind of legal. It really puts all the power back in the hands of your local city and county, and how they all interpret the law and decide where to place themselves.
And they're going to play favorites, right?
Absolutely.
That's the biggest threat. Is that they're going to play favorites. They're going to not be fair in this whole situation. Their favorite companies are going to be the ones getting ahead.
There are several hundred issued licenses right now. They say there'll be a couple thousand here soon. Couple thousand? There are 60, 70, 80,000 people involved in this industry right now, and they're going to issue 3, 4,
so it's kind of
5,000 licenses. It's the golden ticket.
It doesn't look good.
Again, it's what we fought against for 20 years. I was part of passing Prop 215. But ultimately, I was working with the Jack Herer Initiative and the CCHI, the finest piece of legislation introduced in the world. And at the far other end, we went, California went with the worst. And I was about to retire. I was going to bury it. I used to say on the campaign trail, California doesn't do this, who will, right? Roger Stone will. Perhaps the feds will. I'm being told by Roger Stone, who's as close an insider with Trump as there is, the man who Trump said I owe the biggest favor in history to. Stone said, I'm calling in my favor. I'm going to legalize cannabis. I'm going to put Jeff Sessions, a little weasel in a box. I'm going to keep him doing what he's doing over there.
And I wanted to bring that up. So, all right, he looks like a negative person for weed right now. He literally came out and said that bad people smoke weed. But at the same time, you were telling me a little bit before that in the time that he's been in charge, he hasn't done too many raids.
Right, there have been no federal raids in California, or hardly any, and
that's his fault.
In contrast to a Holder, who said he was on our side, and with this whole administration, they kind of said they were on our side, and then they unleashed Operation RX, Green RX, which is the worst series of raids. Each year got worse for the first 4 years of the Obama administration.
So it looks like every time something positive comes along in public, like the new bill for legalization, or like someone who's saying good things about weed, he's actually causing more raids, and the bill that was caused it to be legal actually crippled the industry. So is that right? I mean, it seems like exactly what's going on.
All Sessions keeps saying is, if you want it to be legal, make it legal. And my job is to interpret the law and enforce it. And you guys are going to say it's illegal in 29 states, but if it goes across state borders, it's illegal. Yeah, he's just saying I'm enforcing the law. I understand that he's one of the hardest hardcore people in the world against pedophilia. That's why he's in that office right now. Not about cannabis. It's about, there is no organized pedophilia trade in Georgia. He's been the state, running that state, and he's a fanatic about it. So Trump, that's one of his things. So he's been issuing more indictments in the last year than the last 20 years put together. So there is a collapsing organized pedophilia ring around the world. But I kind of balance with his views on cannabis, which seems so archaic. It's almost a favor to us. He's almost doing us a favor by showing a side, an ancient view of cannabis.
I had no idea about that angle at all.
Again, Trump could override this in a heartbeat with descheduling. That's our hashtag. You want to be part of this movement? You want to continue and see this actually win? Now that we're at the 90-yard line, everyone want to play? Hashtag deschedule at POTUS or at the real Donald Trump Jr.
All right.
And send that every day. Just say, hey, this is because then we're into the details. That's what the coalition's doing. The United States Cannabis Coalition is trying to develop a strategy for legalization. I'm involved in it because they keep telling me I'm the most radical voice in legalization they've ever heard, and they love it. I've been ostracized from ASA, NORML, the MVP, the DPA. They don't talk to us. They don't invite us to church. They've sabotaged us for years. I've had the big money and the big groups in cannabis sabotage the Jack Herer Initiative and us and the entire movement. Now we're stepping above and beyond that. We're just reaching out into a new direction that's open. The more I tell them, the more they get excited by the libertarian principles of the Jack Herer Initiative. Free and equal access, limited taxes, limited licensing fees.
And it's after his name. Does he have anything to do with it?
He wrote it.
He wrote it. He's still alive, right?
No. He passed away years ago. No, we're in some 7 years ago.
Rest in peace, Jack Herer.
I miss him every day. I give anything. He should be working with Roger Stone and this coalition. And I'd like to remind everybody, Dennis Prone and Jack Herer, we're both Republicans. Okay. I've gotten more hype in the last year for working with Roger Stone and this administration than anything I've ever done. I've been called names like you wouldn't believe. I've been ostracized and framed in ways you wouldn't believe, right? I toured Leader Scratch Perry for a while. I've been all over the place. That's super cool. And all of a sudden, I'm a Nazi like everyone else. I'm racist, I'm a misogynist, I'm a sexist, just by association, just by keeping an ear open when they say, why don't we limit licensing fees? Why don't we make sure everybody has access? They love the fact that George Washington and Jefferson, I'm teaching them all about the real history of cannabis, blows their minds. They're all historians, they're all academics, and when the truth arises, once it's there, it can't go away. So we keep planting to see deeper and deeper, and I'm finding, again, more fertile soil for the Jack Herer principles of legalization, and that's all there is. It's not if or when, it's only how we legalize. That's going to make all the difference over the next 100 years.
All right, and before we go, you have a wax pen here. Tell us about wax and where it stands right now legally, because I know they're treating it like something special, right?
They are trying to frame it again. They're trying to frame it, and ultimately they want it to be in the pharmaceutical hands. They want this all to be some type of medicine away from. Just got to look at the model of Dr. Donald Lyman. There's a man who's been diagnosing and working with people in the cannabis community, and he's the man we should fear more in the sessions. There's a backroom movement in academia to frame cannabis use disorder, the daily use of cannabis, as the most dangerous addiction of all the drugs. That's what the man who passed 64. He is a proponent of 64. His name, where Jack Hare's name was on the CCHI, Dr. Donald Lyman's name is on Proposition 64.
And that's the bill that got passed.
The law we're stuck with, because somewhere in that law it says we can't change it. It says it can be changed, but then it also says it can't be changed. And it's, again, the most confusing law ever passed for a good reason.
Shit. Well,
guys, make some noise for Patrick Core.
Yeah. All day. Stick around. You want to watch some Hollywood?
Absolutely.
All right, guys, fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Here we go. Darran Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Motherfucking Davis, my name.
Nice.
Thank you, shit.
Thank you.
You got that mic right there.
Cool. Hit him with that plug walk. What is up, niggas? Yeah. Shit tastes like sativa. Fuck sativa. That's right. I don't fuck with sativa, man.
Damn.
It's a fake drug. It's a placebo. It makes you think you high. That's why it's a mind high. You know what I'm saying?
High definition help.
Thank you for that bullshit that just happened to me. You know, I just got off of my second job, guys. You guys might recognize me. I'm the guy that sell weed to Batman on Hollywood Boulevard. That's my nigga. It's cool, man. He keeps me in business. And what I love about this guy, man, he always stays in character when he lokes up on you. Just comes up nice and smoothly and calm. Hey, you got some weed? I'm like, yeah, I got some weed, Batman. How much you want? Like, I want an eighth. I'm like, cool, bro. You got $25? That's when he hits me with this bullshit. Hold on, I gotta take a couple more pictures. Nigga didn't even have the money ready yet. I was like, you fake broke ass superhero, man. Get the fuck out of my face. Sucks, man, because the nigga sometimes wants some sativa and I don't fucking sell that shit, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Sativa, man, it just doesn't sound right just saying it, man. To me, it just reminds me of a Spanish STD. You got vatos in Evadio saying, hey, I got the sativa, fool. It's true, man. Honestly, man, that's how you create, like, flat earth theories, man. Niggas smoking sativa, bro. I'm loving these hipsters out here, man. They're dope. Especially the black hipsters, man. Them niggas is hella bougie, but I fucks with them because they black. I just wish that hipsters would bring back like styles that I really cared for, like back in the 05 days and shit. I wish they would just like wear like 7X t-shirts and shit, you know, like t-shirts down to the knees, some Jabot jeans, you know. That's what I want hipsters to be wearing nowadays, you know, none of that tight shit or them bullshit ass hats, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm 27, still in college.
Super senior.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like to the max, nigga. It's cool though, man. Like, I be seeing like future porn stars and shit. I'm like, you ain't gonna make it, baby girl. Go ahead, drop the fuck out. Maybe come back when you're 28, like me. That's when I'm gonna graduate when I'm 28. That's fucking sad. I be like low-key challenging the teachers and shit, you know what I'm saying? They be like, nigga, you too old to even be in this class. What the fuck you raising your hand for? I'm also like rushing a fraternity too. That's because I went homeless and I was like, man, you know who got houses? Frats. It's all about that hustle, you know what I'm saying? Malfunction, timber.
Oh, jeez.
You know, like, you can't be having lights go out on a nigga like me, dog. Like, I'm dark as shit. Like, now we continue to your regular program, you know. The High Tonight Show, man. Get high every night.
Real shit.
You know, I love smoking these blunts, you know, but not to get high though. I just smoke these shits to keep my lips black. They is definitely working, man. For real. But like, I started like just making a little bit of extra money on the side, and I was able to like finally afford to go to Whole Foods. And what I noticed about every fucking Whole Foods, man, all their security guards carry a gun.
That's real.
Yeah, dog. And I'm just like looking around in the produce section at all these hipsters, like, which one of these motherfuckers gonna take a bullet for some organic grapes?
A couple.
Fucking wild, man. Fucking feeling myself, bro. You know, it's kind of like sad, dog. A lot of like older people, they don't like to talk about their age, and it's kind of like I be want to know how old people are, you know, so I can like know how to come at them, you know. You gotta like have that certain level of respect, but like it's disrespectful to ask them how old they are, which is weird. So like I found a way to circle around that question, and I just be asking old niggas, yo, how cheap was gas growing up? I was like, cool. I'm like, yo, like, how old were you then? They're like, 17. I was like, what year was that? 1947. I said, nigga, you old as fuck, bro. Gotta trick these old people, bro. Trick them right out of retirement. That's what I'm not. I can't say I'm a trick. I ain't got no money to be a trick yet. I'm a hoe. I am a hoe. You know? We need census for hoes, you know what I'm saying? We a demographic. But what I don't like is a cheating asshole, you know? They give us bad names, bro. Like if you a hoe and you let that person know that y'all just fucking on the low and like there's like communication, then you just a hoe. But if you like have them thinking that you in a relationship, then you a lying asshole. Don't fucking be that hoe. Alright? There's no respect in that. There ain't no respect for hoes anyway. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. No respect for hoes. And I'm talking about myself too, so ladies, don't feel disrespected. You gotta say that shit down to them. I was like, there's like a new purge coming out, like where all crime is legal. I bet you that nigga Harvey Weinstein wish there was a real purge.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah, I went there. I bet you Louis C.K. would jack off in front of everybody. Have a jumbotron just jacking off. I was like, my nigga, why did you just jack off to the Instagram like a normal person? It's true, man. Let me get another blunt, man. This shit went out. Hell yeah, thank you, bud.
Got you.
And I ain't no fucking gangbanger, man. This is my real blood homie right here, bro. Goon Squad.
Goon Squad.
Taking it way back, man. Whew. I grew up in the valley, though, man. 818 till I die. Shouts out to Brody Stevens. But real shit, though, man. There's a lot of pornos getting made out in the valley, man. And it'd be weird, like, you be watching a porno and be like, hold up. Is that my fucking bus stop right there?
That's real.
I know, man. Fucking ignorant, bro. I need a fucking haircut, dog. You know, the first place I ever saw a bootleg video was at a barbershop, man. Obviously. And it was Too Fast, Too Furious. R.I.P. Paul Walker, though. And as I was just like watching that ugly ass nigga Tyrese like spray grease on that nigga. Some fat ass lady walked into the barbershop and slapped the shit out of the nigga in the first chair. Said, don't you ever call me no bitch. And then these barbers there was only 2 barbers at the time that was in the barbershop. These niggas like 6'5", 340. And these niggas could not get this big bitch off of this young nigga. They were slipping and falling. One nigga had to call for assistance. And they looked at me like, you not gonna do something? I was like, man, Paul Walker though, my nigga. Can't like, I swear to God, if I'm like flipping through the channels and the homie called me up like, yo, let's go out. I say yeah, but if Fast and the Furious is on that next channel, nah, nigga. This is a classic. SoCal classic. I like doing this shit. That's right. You know, a lot going on in the world. A lot of diseases going on in the world, y'all. One of those diseases happen to be anorexia. Have you noticed the only people that suffer from anorexia can also afford food? And I'm gonna end that on that, guys. I'm ending on that. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah!
Y'all the shit, man.
Davis,
Yeah!
More. This guy's a weed activist. Tell him why you don't like sativa.
It's fucking nasty, bro. First of all, it smells like the manure that helped grow the shit.
Damn! This guy's
Serious, dog.
Alright, go on.
Don't get you high.
Whoa. Okay, so there's.
I
Alright.
disagree.
That's not necessarily true. It gets you high. It just gets you like really a different high. It's like a head high.
It's called a fake high, nigga.
There's a line from one of my favorite movies, Potluck. High Times made a film once called Potluck, and there's a line throughout that film that keeps saying, "Don't smoke that stuff. It'll make you think." That's a sativa. It really is a mental stimulant. It's as different from an indica as caffeine is, as a shot of espresso is from a shot of a tequila. And you wouldn't mix those up. You don't start your day.
That's
with
exactly
tequila.
right. That's the right way to compare
You
it.
wouldn't, right. And you wouldn't
So
try to have
you
a shot of
prefer
espresso
indica.
at midnight while you're partying with your friends. So.
Sure.
Like it's like a different drink. That's what it is.
And yet almost everything we smoke are hybrids. There's very few pure either. Even when they say it's pure, they all got a little bit of each in them.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this, Darren?
It's a funky out.
What do you think of that shit? Tell
How about
me.
that?
Fake news.
Fake news. That's all you got. He said all that shit. Boom, man. Oh shit, I love it. That's the best way to
look
play
it
that
up.
shit. Man, what's been going on with you, dude? You doing school and shit?
Yeah, I'm in school right now, man. It's my junior year. Next year's my senior. I graduate.
You getting good grades and shit?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good grades, man. I'm like doing projects that like go with comedy. So I'm doing a lot of projects. Like right now I'm doing a documentary on women in stand-up comedy for my journalism class.
All right.
Yeah.
You're writing that shit? You're gonna be like putting it together?
Yeah, it's a group project with two other guys, but I'm the main one that's like going out there getting the interviews done, and they're the ones that's like putting the research together to like
Can't
make
wait
sure
to
I have
see
those
that, man. It's gonna be
questions.
great.
Yeah, man, I got some pretty like knockout comics that's like really down for the cause. I was able to get Punky Johnson. I was able to get Eleanor Kerrigan, Whitney Cummings,
Those are cool,
Sarah Tiana,
Wow,
and
man.
Candace Thompson.
No shit.
Yeah.
You're killing it right now, dude.
Yeah, you know.
I see you at the comedy store all the time.
Yeah, the comedy store is really showing me love. I've been able to like hustle my way up there.
Were you a DJ or something?
Yeah, man, I'm a YouTube DJ low key, but I don't really have like the fucking like equipment, you know, like aux cord on lock, bro. I'm telling you, want like any song, any like style, like I get my like influence from Coach T on the
He's
Tuesday
a killer,
nights.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out Coach T.
Shout out
Tuesday
Coach
nights.
T.
He's
Battle.
always really done. He always plays some Mexican music whenever he plays.
Yeah, man. My like favorite song of like the Spanish language is Viva la Carnaval or something like that.
Yeah. That's probably what's going on down the alley right now.
Oh man, they play some cumbias right now, bro.
Shit. All right. You want to do it like anything coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah, man. I got 3 shows and 3 different nights, all at the Comedy Store inside the Belly Room.
You're a killer, dude.
Yeah,
Talk
man.
about it.
I'm on the Michael Q Comedy Madness. I'll be DJing that show. I'm gonna be on the pre-show on Tuesday of the roast battle. That's at 10 o'clock, and I'm not DJing that shit. And again, Wednesday night in the Belly Room at 10 o'clock, I'll be DJing that show, and I'm getting like a spot in the middle. So yeah, man, just doing my thing. You know, young black man trying to like strive up in this shit.
You're
Dig.
killing it, man. You
Thank
really
you.
are. You're a fucking rock star. Man.
Thank you,
Really.
thank you. That means a lot.
You've
to
always
me.
been the main goon, you know what I'm
Keep my
saying?
beer
Hit
real
that
quick,
shit.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Let me go in on this while you go in on that. And so,
Definitely.
before we go,
Tell me,
let's talk about weed right quick.
weed?
Weed.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
You would stop for a minute.
I did stop. I did stop for like about 45 days. And
4 to 5 days. That took me a minute.
Yeah, real shit.
And what was that like? It's like me going on vacation. That's when I go back to Texas.
It was chill. I got a lot of like strange looks when people try to pass me weed, and I just say no, I'm not doing it right now. And they're like, why? Everyone wanted an explanation, and it just turned into a fucking TED talk all the time to the point where I was like, I gotta have weed now. This shit's stressing me the fuck out.
Well, when you get stressed, this is. I mean,
Indica only though.
Indica only.
Yeah.
Right, Patrick?
Sorry.
No, these are own. No, these are own. Absolutely.
Indica's good, right? Indica's good for sleeping.
No.
If you can function on indica, man.
That's what I do. That's how I do my day. I wake up.
It's heavy though. Don't you feel heavy?
Yeah.
Guys, make some noise for Darran Davis. He's a musician coming up. He's all right. I've heard his shit already. It's amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Make some noise, Jaylen Jamal.
Life heavy as a boulder, heavy on my shoulder. Gotta take over like a soldier on Magnolia. Gotta run through, same dumb crew. Hot like the sun too, white sun, Sun Tzu. Might be the art of war, soar, be a star like a constellation. Gotta run a nation, gotta do this shit. Take mediocre to amazing, trailblazing, still blazing. Got the blunt on the tip of my lip, ludicrous like this was 03 and I had an afro. Damn, just spit it out my damn soul. Still walking on the pavement, hurt my damn souls. Check the feet, get the feet. If you run up to the crew, that be free in the back. Spitting like a Mac, that's just fucking facts, dead ass. Remember way back when I was in class writing raps on the scratch of my notebook. Now look, leave them so shook and they gon' look. Yeah, gotta leave a clone shook. Yeah, run the city like it's Rome, look. Yeah, I'm never gonna phase. Feeling crazy, yeah, know my ways, yeah. Did it for a while, spit like a ray, sun ray, beam of light, melanin in my skin. Gotta wear it nice, gotta wear it right, gotta spit it tight like a noose in the hook. Make them look, had to go back to the other hook, read them like a book when they run up. Yeah, I didn't spend some sun, I didn't spend 3 days, I didn't spend a lot of moons, had to go and get me paid. I was all up in my room like a tomb all day. Sent them doom all day. In my room all day. Had to spit it off the dome cause I like that. I like rap. I like spitting over beats and hi-hats. I like snares. I like the way they stare. I like to leave them so impaired. This like a pear. This like the fruit of my loom of the loin in the... Yeah. They anointing them. Yeah. It's like a night on a horse to them. Yeah, had to ride in the right kid, do the right shit in my mic strand, yeah. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
That was fun to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jaylen Jamal. You guys from top to bottom. The beats, everything. You're your own producer.
And then I direct the videos, and then I curate the shows, and I cook food at the shows, and I like take pictures of people.
No shit, man. You got all these talents, and then this thing right here. Does this make beats? Is that what that does?
I can make beats on that, or I put samples. The beat I just played, I made that on my computer, but I make whole beats in that too. And chop samples, like I have a lot of popular songs in there too.
Really, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, all right. I know artists don't like being compared, or like, but what about inspiration? Like, who do you
like? I'd say my two biggest roots of inspiration ever are like MF Doom and Biggie.
Okay.
Those two roots are like the biggest.
I love that.
Kanye would be the closest thing.
Okay. Kanye, of course.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. You know.
Thank you.
Big fan of his. You know. How long you been doing this?
I've been messing around with music since I was super little. Like I got one of those video game headsets and shit, and I would just record over pop songs, like get the instrumentals and shit. So I was doing that in like 10th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Always been interested.
Yeah, I was interested in it, but I just started like doing it more seriously like when I left high school, I went to homeschool myself, and me and my friend just like chilled in his van for like almost a whole year, going around doing open mics, and people would just throw money in his guitar case and shit.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and we would just eat with that money, and that's just how we lived for like a year.
That's awesome. And so, what would you say marijuana has to do with your music and all that? I mean, is there a correlation or anything like that? I mean,
I feel like it helps with my life in general and stuff, because like it's like Frank Ocean said on a song, it's a cheap vacation and shit. Like it gives me a lot of peace in my life that I otherwise probably wouldn't have, because like life is such a thing. A lot of stuff happens.
it sounds like you hit indica too, right?
I love
indica.
sativa.
Like, oh, you love sativa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. So, all right, I remember you got your cousin coming out. He's gonna be coming out next.
Yes.
You guys are actually cousins.
Yes.
And y'all were from
Pacoima.
Pacoima.
Yes.
That's right. And so y'all grew up together. Yeah. He got into the comedy game. Arthur Hamilton coming up, Blunts and Brunch. And you went into the music era. And
Honestly, I feel like we're both creatives in the sense that like Arthur could make a beat. Like I would tell a joke. I like movies. We both like directing.
I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're just like the family is creative, but us definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you, man?
I'm 23.
23?
Yeah.
I'm 24. No shit. Look at us, man. We're fucking kids over here.
We're out here.
I feel like 40. I feel like fucking old as shit all the time, don't you?
Same.
Yeah. Where you from?
I'm from Pacoima.
Pacoima.
Yeah.
How long you been in Los Angeles?
I've been coming out here for like so long.
You live out here now?
No.
You stay in Pacoima?
Yes.
All right, cool. That's what I was trying to figure out. I said it wrong. I was like, where you from? I'm trying to figure out where you stay. And you're not in Los Angeles, though, huh?
No.
You got any albums out?
I just released this project like a couple months ago called Free Love Forever.
Okay.
So that's what Steal Water, which is a song I did, which is the theme song for Arthur's show.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that song
Blunts
is on
and
that
Brunch.
album. Yes.
Really? That's cool as shit, man. And that's the theme song coming in and out, and like that's what you play, and that's from the album that you released.
Yeah, it's the intro, and then I believe it's another song for the outro.
Wow, man, that's awesome. How long has that been out now?
Probably, it's been out for a while.
iTunes.
Yeah, it's on
SoundCloud,
everything. Yeah.
YouTube, all that shit.
If you type in Jaylen Jamal without the vowel, type it in with the vowels, it'll still come up probably. But
Cool. You got anything coming up you want to like shout out?
pretty much, I'm starting this art community collective thing where we're gonna like be doing shows, have merch, release music. It's called Free Clinic. So if anybody wants to like the Instagram for Free Clinic,
Shout that
it's at freefr33.99. Free 99.
We'll check that out for sure, man. Absolutely. That's cool as shit. I'd love to see that. Well, thank you for coming out, guys. Make some noise! Jaylen Jamal. We're gonna bring up the next comedian. He's fucking hilarious. We save the best for last. The one and only Blunts and Brunch host, Arthur Hamilton! Let's go!
Yeah! What's up, bitches?
Give me the blunt, Darren. Give me the goddamn blunt.
Yeah.
This nigga did his whole set with a blunt. Didn't even pass it, nigga.
Didn't I?
That nigga does that shit so much. When we be hanging out, I was just back there looking like that nigga ain't even pass it. And he actually telling stories too. Ain't even passing the goddamn blunt. This nigga here. Nigga telling stories like this, like, yeah, nigga, so what happened was. He put it real close to his face, too. Then he gonna hit him like, yeah, so, these niggas was tripping on me and shit. He's like, oh, nigga, hit the block, goddamn! Shit! Pass the goddamn block, damn. That nigga, that's my nigga, that's my nigga. Don't nobody hold a blunt longer than Darren. That's real shit. Nigga, hold on. Yeah, that's my nigga right there. My cousin Jaylen, man. Give it up for them, y'all. Give it up for everybody. My nigga Victor up here, you know what I'm saying? They got me drinking tonight. I don't usually be drinking and shit, you know. I got a breathalyzer in my car, so I gotta be careful. Niggas be looking at me when that thing start beeping. They be like, nigga, what is that, a car phone? I never seen an 01 Corolla with a car phone. When did they make those, my niggas? Is that custom? Did you get that customized? No. Then I gotta blow in the shit, and man, niggas just they always make eye contact with me and shit like, you done fucked up in life, huh? I shouldn't even be in your passenger seat, huh? Motherfuckers. Yeah. So we all, we from Pacoima, y'all. A lot of people don't know where Pacoima's at. It sucks because the only way we can, bring it bring it up to people, kind of remind them is by bringing up the fact that Rodney King got his ass whooped in Pacoima. It's real shit, man. It fucking sucks, man. Sucks. I'm trying to put on for our city, y'all. Trying to put on for our city. So far, it's the who is it? It's we got George Lopez, Danny Trejo, the Loonies. Well, they in Lakeview Terrace, right? The Loonies. Yeah, they in Lakeview Terrace. And we got Rodney King, y'all. We got Rodney fucking King. We got to get rid of that nigga, man. That's right, I said it. We gotta get rid of that nigga. He bad with money, anyways. He's setting a bad example. He's setting a bad example for the rest of it. I think black people don't really know about credit because our parents don't want to, tell us as kids because they're using our names on shit. They're like, I don't want this nigga to get any bright ideas. I'm trying to watch cable TV, nigga. Goddamn. I'm cooking clean for your ass. You better get this cable in your name, nigga. You don't need to know. You don't need to know what credit is about until you gotta score 300. Nigga. That's when you learn about credits. Shit is real. Let me pass the blow. Here you go, Victor.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So I'm trying to make it, man. You know what I'm saying? I started doing comedy in Arizona. I actually just got back. And so I got some pussy because this girl thought I was famous. So I was like, you know what? Bitch, I'm whoever you want me to be. I'm Eddie Murphy. I do whoever. Fuck it, I don't give a goddamn. But yeah, man, they think I'm famous here, y'all. They think I made it. But I know I didn't make it because I live with my grandparents and I sleep on the couch. It's real, nigga. It's real. My life is real. It's fucked up though, because my grandparents don't even sleep in the same bedroom, you know what I mean? So I got my grandpa in the den, he's like, 12 yards parallel. My grandma in the other room with, Alzheimer's and shit. It's weird. I think my grandpa got a side bitch, y'all. I really think he did. Cause he's the handyman for the neighborhood and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And handyman don't get phone calls at 1 a.m. Like this nigga is not employed by an apartment complex. You work for yourself, nigga. You don't answer the phone at 2 a.m. Nigga, I'll be laying there, I'll be like, oh shit, nigga, I think grandpa got a side bitch. This nigga is up at 2 a.m. At 83 years old, talking in a soft voice. There's gotta be some side pussy somewhere, nigga, somewhere. I was thinking about that shit too, like, man, I gotta figure this out, because I ain't talked to nobody else in my family about it, So I'm just like thinking of ways I could try to figure this shit out, and I'm like, what if I went through his phone or some shit? But then I was like, I might see some shit I don't want to see. Might come across a dick pic, like, oh, what the fuck is this? This shit bigger than mine too. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. You think old ladies would send naked pictures and shit?
Yes.
I think they would too. They do. I be seeing them on the porn sites. I be seeing what they be doing. You ever go on porn site and see somebody you knew? Yeah, several times. Several times. One time I saw this girl on there, man. I had just got some hair from her like 2 weeks before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas would have been happy, you know what I mean? I was upset because I'm like, why you ain't do my dick like that on your face? If I knew you liked the camera, I would have pulled my iPhone 7 out, bitch. Shit. Yes, smile for the camera. Yes, smile for it. Yeah, man. Darren talked about porn, We do see a lot of them motherfuckers out here, man. We see, you know, the fucking bus stops and shit, like you said. I don't know what it is about me, but I always see the actual porn stars out when I'm living my life and shit. It's always a dude, though. It's always a fucking dude. Always a dude. I swear to God, I was at the gym a couple weeks ago, and I was on a treadmill walking. I saw this nigga, and I was like, oh shit. I think I know that nigga. I think I played basketball with that nigga. I think I'm gonna go say something to that nigga. Them shoes look real familiar. I know a nigga with them shoes. Then I realized, I was like, oh my God, I seen this nigga dick before, nigga. I'm not coming to this gym no more. It's pretty fucking weird. Pretty fucking weird. This is weird. But yeah, man, fucking. You ever read the comments on the porn videos? It should be the funniest. I always see like the nigga trying to like Jesus the bitches out of it. Amber, you are God's child.
Oh my God.
You have to get these demons out of your life. You were made in God's creation. These demons are ruining your life. And I'm just sitting there reading these fucking comments with my dick in my hand, like, oh shit, am I a demon? Am I a BBC demon? Gotta get my life together out here. Shit is fucking crazy. Gotta stop watching that shit. I think I need to go to church, but man, it's I don't really fuck with church like that, y'all. I'm really. Not too much, man. I got too many beefs at church. You know what I'm saying? It's not what people, you know, niggas my age and shit. It's what you know, all the older black mean ass church ladies show. They bitches mean as fuck. I don't give a damn. I don't care what nobody say. My grandma's one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason I got beef with them is because these bitches will come to my house as a guest and whoop my ass. Shit made me mad. I'd be like, nigga, who the fuck gave this bitch authority to put her hands on me? This bitch don't even know where the bathroom is. Ask this bitch where the spoons is at. Take that bitch 7 drawers to figure out where the spoons is at. God damn it. I really want to put hands on Miss Noel, but I just can't. I just can't. My cousin know who that is. Bitch in my house talking about, you better act right. Oh, bitch, you better fucking get some property in your name. You's a guest, bitch. Fucking guest. Play that goddamn shit. Come, I don't get it. I do not fucking get it. I don't get it. That's like going to your friend's house and regulating on the cereal that they got. Get this shit out of here. It's fucking fruit roll-ups. Get them out of here. No, fuck you. God damn it. Church was cool though. It was cool. I mean, some crazy shit happened there. I almost lost my virginity at church. You know what I'm saying? I smoked weed at church. One of my cousins shit on himself at church. That shit was hilarious, y'all. We was in the children's choir. You know what I'm saying? You know, black church, they make the kids do their own shit. And they be like, y'all motherfuckers better do it right. Ooh, shit was real, nigga. Shit was real. We was in the choir, man. My cousin, you know what I'm saying, he gonna lean over to me. He gonna be like, oh, boo, I got a boo-boo. I'm like, nigga, I'm 7 years old, nigga. I cannot help you, nigga. You the older cousin, too. Like, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do, nigga? What the fuck? So this nigga, man, this nigga, so I guess he just farted or whatever, right? He tried to fart, and he tells me, like, oh, shit, I farted a little bit. And some boo-boo came out. I was like, nigga, what in the holy fuck? We at church, nigga. So this nigga goes into his motherfucking, the choir gowns at the black Christian church. He reaches his arms in there, nigga, and puts his hands down there, fucking touches the doo-doo, nigga. And this nigga had long, light-skinned fingers, nigga. It was Nutella all on his fingers. I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, nigga. I was like, the devil is in here. He is alive. I knew the devil was really there when this nigga wiped the doo-doo on this kid's head. I wasn't mad though, cause it was these two kids that, they was cousins too, but we didn't get along with them. So I was like, yeah, fuck that nigga, but damn, shit is fucking disgusting, nigga. Shit is fucking gross, nigga. So yeah, I don't fuck with church no more. Jesus was not there that day. I always think like, did he ever like get home and his parents was like, why you smell like shit? You just came from church, nigga. Like, where did you get shit from? Shit, it's weird, man. Y'all, high as shit, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Next time we should have some dabs on here. We should bring some dabs. We need more white people here, then we would have dabs. I think so, man. White people come with some cool shit though. But sometimes the shit be a little too cool. Like I saw this weed shit, it's called like THC crystalline. That shit looks like weed coke, you know what I mean? And these niggas was snorting it. And I was like, yo, my nigga, that's not what we doing this for. Where the blunts at? Where the joints at? Where's the pipes? Nigga, this is, what the fuck? That shit, I was tripping, nigga. You know what it looked like? It looked like the goddamn, it looked like the crumbs off the cinnamon twists from Taco Bell. That's what I thought it was. I was gonna lick my finger and put it in there. I probably been high as fuck though. But yeah, we need dabs though, y'all. Anybody ever fuck with them dabs in here?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The first time I fucked with that shit though, y'all, I was high as fuck, nigga. I was so high, y'all went to the bathroom and I was like, oh shit, nigga, I gotta pee. I was like, oh shit, nigga, I'm gonna have to sit down to pee, nigga. Nigga, I'm too high, nigga. You know, as niggas, you gotta tuck your wee-wee in too. You gotta tuck it and hold it. If your shit touch that toilet, nigga, like, oh, what the fuck, nigga? Hell. Let me get in the shower, nigga. Wipe my wee-wee. This is disgusting. Oh, this is fucking nasty. You be checking 3 days after, like, do I got a bump, nigga? I'm scared. Nigga. I am fucking scared. That goddamn dabs, nigga, change your life, nigga. You gotta be careful though, smoking weed with everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, made me realize you gotta be careful with niggas that's, when you smoking weed and shit. My homeboy start talking about the devil and shit. I was like, nigga, okay, the devil is not real, nigga. He ain't real. I thought he believed me too, but I left it, and then 10 minutes later, this nigga called me the devil to my other homeboys. Ain't got a bitch, I just prayed for this nigga. I don't even remember the last time I prayed for me. Shit, it's fucking ridiculous, man. You gotta be careful out here in these streets, man. My white friends, you know what I'm saying, they cool as fuck. I got one Jewish friend, y'all. And honestly, you know what I'm saying, growing up, I didn't think Jewish people was real. Like, I thought they all just kept it a secret and shit, you know what I mean? It's real, like real shit, man. So I'm like learning like new Jewish shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause he wear regular clothes and shit, you know. We saw another Jewish person, and this nigga had on, like, I don't even know what the outfit is, but it looked like an assassin. I was like, is that an assassin? He said, no, that's another Jew. And, growing up out here in LA, you know what I'm saying, you see a lot of gang violence, so I thought it was like beef on sight. I was like, oh shit, nigga, what do we do, my nigga? What do we do? And my homeboy was like, don't worry about it. He's a bitch, dog. I like got behind him and shit. I was still scared. Like, oh shit, I don't know what to do, man. This Jewish shit is real, nigga. I got money out here, nigga. Y'all got money. He like the thick women too, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can take him around the black girls and shit. He won't be scared. A lot of white dudes are scared of the thick women, you know what I'm saying? They ain't team thick. They're team petite, you know what I'm saying? Team anorexic. I can't do it, man. I need some meat, you know what I'm saying? I fuck a fat girl too. I don't give a damn. Y'all ever have fat pussy? Hell yeah, shit is some of the best. Because nobody goes in it, you know what I mean? So, it's tight as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Make you feel like you a virgin again, my man. Got you cooking and cleaning and shit. Girl, what do you need from me? What do you need from me? We got any cheaters out here? Anybody been caught cheating?
Hell no.
Maybe.
Maybe. She ghosted me, so I don't know. I don't know. She ghosted the fuck out of me. Yeah, man.
They all gone.
They all gone. All my bitches gone.
All my bitches gone.
All of them gone.
Shit.
Kevin Hart cheating and shit, you know what I'm saying? My mom was mad about that. I was like, man, why you tripping? You know what I'm saying? Your fucking husband was cheating. You ain't doing nothing about it. So shut your ass up. But I had to really tell her to shut her ass up, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I couldn't really tell her to shut her ass up because of the stepdad cheating and shit, you know what I'm saying? I told her to shut her ass up because she still play R. Kelly when she cleaned up the house and shit. Talking about step in the name of love when she wiping shit. I'm like, oh, you know that's piss you wiping everywhere, right? It's fucking disgusting. Did y'all see the video R. Kelly pissing on the girl?
Yep.
Yeah, y'all nasty like me too. I saw it when I was like 10 years old, so it's not like I was watching child porn, okay? It was more like peer porn.
Peer porn.
You know what? Wait, she was like 15 though, right? So
12.
12? Okay, 14. So that was mature porn for me then. You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch R. Kelly. That nigga's been out here pissing for the past, what, 20 years, nigga? 20 years he been a successful pisser? We need somebody with this nigga watching every time he pee, okay? Every time. We need a consent form and a video, audio included with him singing 10 seconds of Ignition. This is the remix edition of Ignition. Yeah. Yo, I'm high as fuck. There ain't no ventilation in this garage. Ain't no fan, nigga, or nothing. God damn. Shit. Got a nigga sweating in places I didn't even know I had, and I'm skinny, nigga. Thanks, Eric. Eric gave me the light. He's like, yo, nigga, I'm a Jewish dude with a light and some control, nigga. Listen to me. He got a lot of white privilege. Earlier, this nigga was we was driving, and this nigga gonna be like, oh, I don't really have to be careful driving, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of white privilege. I'm like, what? White people getting the worst accidents, nigga. What the fuck? Y'all always hop out too with the head bleeding and shit like, somebody call the police. Don't y'all got OnStar, my nigga? Ain't you just hit a button, nigga, and they come and say, you know what I'm saying? Black people, we ain't got those in Caprice Classics and shit. We ain't got that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, thank y'all. My name's Arthur Hamilton.
20 minutes, holy shit.
Thanks, man. I needed that.
You, through and through, you're consistent. You've changed a lot since we last saw each other, man. Last time Arthur was on my show, he didn't even have a show yet. He has Blunts and Brunch now. He's you also have a sponsor.
Oh yeah, Can-Aid, baby. I couldn't bring nothing.
Can-Aid, I know. It's probably best you didn't. We're already pretty fucking high.
So
Can-Aid, it's like you mix it with Sprite, right? It's like the weed equivalent to Perp.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And fucking, you got them on your name now. It's fucking awesome, man.
I've been fucking with them since last April. This 420 will be a year.
Wow.
And I remember they released the product and my homegirl was behind the booth and she was like, hey, you gotta try this, you gotta try this. And I was on my lunch break, so I took it, I got it on my lunch break, went back to work, I poured it up. I was like, nigga, I'm so high. And this is way safer than lean. You know what I mean?
Mind you, I had like a quarter of this shit once.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, it's nothing. So I just took a shot. I took it straight. Which is kind of like doing pure syrup. I mean, I didn't even have any soda to mix it with. You're supposed to mix it with something.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I just drank it just like that.
I remember how high you were. It was like 30 minutes later, you're like, oh, bro, I gotta get home.
Yeah.
I gotta
That's
get
exactly
home,
right.
bro. This
That's
is gonna be so hot.
That's usually what it turns into, man. But it's good to see you, man.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.
You've
Good to
been
be
making
back.
a lot of moves. You got your
Doing my
okay.
best.
So tell me about Blunts and Brunch. I mean, I've been on it before,
Yeah.
but tell me about like the concept of it. I mean, how long has it been going now?
Been going on since September, October. About to start the second season. 420.
Wonderful, man. You're gonna start it on 420?
Yes, we're
That's
gonna
fucking
see if
hilarious. Awesome.
We're gonna see if I can stay awake because I'm gonna get high as fuck.
Oh man, I want to be there for that. Sounds cool, dude.
You come.
Wonderful. All right,
come for
so Blunts and Brunch.
That came up, man. I was talking with Niles, and we were actually gonna do it as a like a segment for his show, Secret Black People Meeting.
Over at Channel 310.
And then fucking something happened that day. Actually, we're all like about to film it, and something ended up happening. And then I don't know. I was just still thinking about it because I was telling him too, like, yo, I'm gonna be on the show. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna smoke on the show. And then I don't know. We just kept talking, and the idea came up. I envisioned like me being in the backyard, having brunch with somebody, and like a bunch of like people in the background, like in like a rose garden, something like an old Abuelita's grandma.
Some real brunchy shit.
Backyard, some shit. Yeah, some real brunchy shit.
No, why not brunch at lunch or blunts at lunch or blunts at breakfast?
No, it all sounds corny. Blunts and Brunch.
That's where it's at.
That's the spot. Hits the spot right there.
I love
Hits
it,
the
man.
spot.
That's cool, dude. I really support that. That's a
I
lot of
appreciate
fun.
it,
I hope you have me on again one day. That was a lot of
Oh
fun.
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
We got the green screen now, so.
I'm usually not even awake at brunch, but I wake up for you, man.
Yeah, me either. I'm usually knocked the fuck out.
Right?
Or thinking about
I'm
getting
taking
up,
a nap
you know
with
what I
my
mean?
son right around that time these days.
I'm on the couch in the living room, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Post it
shit.
up.
Oh, man. So you've been traveling a lot, right? You
Mhm.
just got back. Man, I think you were in town for like one day at one
Yeah, one day, and then I ended up having a show that day too. Then had to go right back, man.
You're a fucking busy guy. You've been going, what, Arizona, was
Yeah,
it?
going back to Arizona, my second home, man. I started doing comedy there.
You started there.
Yeah, even before I started doing comedy, I moved there when I was 19, and I lived there until I was 25.
When was that from, Pacoima?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Trying to get away. A lot of niggas was on the same shit, just closed-minded. I was always diverse, and like I would have different type of friends, and I don't know, shit was just crazy too. Shit was crazy. So I was like, I knew that there was just too much out there. Like, there's more to life. There's too many people to meet. Like, there's different girls. You know what I'm saying? That's different shit, man.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
So yeah, I had to make that move. It was good.
And you went from Arizona to Los Angeles then.
Yep, cause I lost my fucking job. I lost my job. I got caught up with a weed felony out there. I had like less than half a gram though, like sprinkles, like
In the fucking desert?
yeah, in Arizona,
Arizona.
like sprinkles. Like when they weighed it out, it was
Arizona.
milligrams. So I was working for Chase Bank. I was a personal banker, all that.
And they just recently got like a little bit looser on that shit, right?
Mhm.
Very recently.
Yeah.
Have you gone there and smoked recently?
Oh hell yeah, shit.
It's cool now. You won't get in trouble.
And hell no, I don't play with that shit
The
though.
exact
Fuck no. That's like after your mom beat your ass one good time, but like, hell no, they ain't doing that shit again. Hell no. It was just a lot of money. That's really what it was. And I had to do the drug test too. Oh nigga, that shit was the worst.
Drug tests are the worst.
The worst.
In the 17 years I've been smoking, well, I started when I was 17.
Mhm.
I don't know how long that's been since then. But I've never gotten drug tested.
Y'all do the math.
You know, and if you test my piss, like it probably smells like weed. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. I'm telling you,
It's
man.
probably a concentrate.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all want to dab of this? Y'all want
So I gotta point it out before we go. You guys are cousins.
Yep.
Y'all got any funny cousin stories? I know my cousin Fabian out there is in the Navy. I love him. We
Man.
grew up together. We had a lot of stories.
My most recent, I don't know. Funny shit does always happen.
Y'all see him? I mean, y'all almost look more like brothers than anything. I mean, y'all must be close.
We got
The
strong genes,
environment
fam.
is just, it's wild in its own specific way to such a level. It's like, it's not that a specific moment stands out. It's like we'll be getting our haircuts on the hill, and then a crackhead will just walk up with like no teeth and
Just
shit, but still be smiling.
Hey
very
man, I got some
happily.
change.
or the fucking racist Korean liquor store, Leon's, that doesn't want to give me my change, but I still go there because I don't want to walk all the way to the gas station. Just like shit like that. It's just very neighborhood.
I'll say the dope, like the memory that really, oh man, the fucking memory that really has just been sticking out to me. It's fucking like my first time seeing him perform. We did this dope ass fucking house party, bro.
That's wonderful.
He was like, yo, fam, you want to perform? We doing this house party thing. And I was like, all right, cool. There was art, there was poetry, there was music. Then me and like one other comic. I swear to God, there were like 200 people at this fucking house. It was so lit. And I saw him perform, and I already listened to his music too. But then like just to see him perform, like see everybody like rocking and like singing the words, I was like, what? Like, it's dope, like, cause I've had that feeling like being on stage, like, okay, this is what I should be doing.
You guys are both doing that.
Yeah, and to see my cousin doing it, I'm like, man,
that's
damn
wonderful.
This nigga is blossoming up there. Like, this is what he's supposed to be doing.
A family performance, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise, Arthur Hamilton.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exactly like what he described, guys. Make some noise, Jaylen Jamal. He's gonna bring up another one. Let's go. Let's wrap up episode 5.
And we back. Man, you guys know about how Chance the Rapper is fake independent?
Oh no.
I just wondered if you guys knew. Still water. Still water. Still water. LA, baby, still water. Lands no peace, disease, still water. Want you to die, it's crazy, still water. Air still free, so we still water. LA, baby.
So dry, my ass.
LA, baby, still water.
So dry, my ass.
City so dry, might have to still water. Keep your pride in line, that's squalor. Life on the line, at times will get harder. Dime for a dime, at times I'm like martyrs. Time for a flight, trying to go on. Guns on the hills all night while we wander. Pills in the hills, sales of marijuana. You love your alive, but still never got it. Partners lost them, problems still got it. Hard to stop them, heartless brain monsters. Push it down the drain, the shame is still harboring. You don't feel the same, your change is still sovereign. People full of hate, runways still water. Head full of hums and hooks and la-la-las. Hung by the hook, my crooks for my mantras. Wouldn't change if I could, I'm too tolerant. LA, baby, still water. Lands no peace, disease, still water. Want you to die, that's crazy, still water. Air still free, so we still water. LA, baby, still water. Still water. LA, baby, still water. Still water. Put your hands up and pour all that in my cup. Sorry, I can't buy them, but I'm smoking till my time's up. By tonight, so pour me more in my cup. I'ma hold your line up. You guys can tell I'm high as shit, but I'm having a good time. Yo, my pants sag a little, my niggas brag a lot. They call him God before they ever call a cop. Some killing rob just to up their whole stock. Need some niggas who's down and some bitches who slop. From that house on that block, on that hill in that city. If they said they would, then they will. Whether it's looters or sinners and Bill was fiends in the street. We called them losers and empty, but still they strapped in their seats. Brick prisons look tempting because they trying to eat. Get some shelter and shit. They're sirens and beasts. Never signing no peace. They from alliance with Leech. They sucking at their life, but stomachs need the food. So wrong looking right. So yeah, I'll pass him that pat for his enjoyment tonight. Taking poison tonight. Mine frozen tonight. The passage door was closed, but mine open tonight. So let's say grace, all praise to the blackest space. See, this the life that I live, not the life that I chose. Raised up like a concrete rose. Never did it for the niggas and the rose. Oh no, school in session, but I'll be learning different lessons. Cause 6 periods never heal my damn depression. I'm so serious, I'ma roll up all my stresses. Cause living in this life just leave me restless. And I just need a bit for my breakfast. I just need a hit of the medic sitting devil's lettuce. Maybe I could live, find a trip where my head is. They said I wasn't shit, I was hit where my head is. Fire, fire, never miss. They resist, they get their head in prison by the chip, getting rich is the fetish. So that's just how it is, shit hurt like niggas in Texas. We gon' keep acting reckless until them Benzes is president. Like, give me mine or you can take this 9. Still ain't fucking with the rhymes, it just might take time. Logo like based on design, I got my lines from my mind. On the boulevard where the bullets hard, when the sun shines. See, that's the life that I live, not the life that I chose. Raised up like a concrete rose. Never did it for the niggas or the hoes, or the money or the cars or the clothes. Oh no, this my reality. It's my oh no, this my reality. This the life that I live, not the life that I chose. Raised up like a concrete rose. Never did it for the niggas or the hoes, or the money or the cars or the clothes. Temptations, the type that don't sing. I love the street, motherfucker, quote me. I love she, but she left me lonely. My dad act like he don't know me, and I don't even think I know me. Freedom got a cost, it's no free. Devil got my thoughts low key. White girl, that's rocks and gold keys. If the rich me can meet the broke me, Betty say it's okay that I don't sleep. Only bears, wolves, and lions gon' eat. And I don't even think I know me. Live fast, die young. Crazy nigga, leave a pretty corpse attached to the papers like Usher ready for the voice. I don't think the radio is ready for the fucking force. Big nigga rocking force, walking off my mama porch. Gotta get in the source by the time I'm 24. On a world tour with my nigga like it's 94. Need to get rich, why the fuck would I be lying for? All the niggas snitch, why the fuck would I be hiding for? I forgot about that bitch, why the fuck you just remind me for it, dude? Bros before hoes, handle crimes, me like no clues. Fuck a honey if my money and I stack the store too. I refuse to be 54, rockin' full boo. Yeah, I heard your shit before, then that track was boom boom. Color rockin' true blues, bitches watch like you do. And I might make the news if you test the crew. Cause I'm young, black, crazy, and fucking cool. Life that I live, not the life that I chose. Raised up like a concrete rose. Never did it for the niggas or the hoes, or the money or the cars or the clothes. Oh no, this my reality. Yeah, this my, oh no, this my reality. Yo, this the life that I live, not the life that I chose. Raised up like a concrete rose. Never did it for the niggas or the hoes, or the money or the cars or the clothes. Oh no, this my reality. Yeah, this my, oh no, this my reality. Yo, oh no. Thanks, you guys. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the night show. Like this is real fun. Thank you.
That was episode 5. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll be here next week. Channel 310. There's hair in between these man titties.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I have a son. Ever since this bastard came around, I have to wear tank tops. Otherwise, they'll get confused and shit. You know, that's not fair to me, man. I might lactate. It could happen. You know, the body's a real miracle. If I let him suck on it, I'm already very